Hi everyone, CFO Park Hopper here at Aquatica. This is Seaworld's water park, and we're here to talk today about 5 must-dos for a successful trip to Aquatica. So if you're planning a trip this summer, you're going to want to do these things. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I suggest for a successful trip to Aquatica is that you must come at park open. And park open in the summer is typically going to be 9 a.m. Again, check park hours to make sure, but it gets very busy by about 11 or 12 o'clock. And coming in at 9 is going to get you a close parking spot, get you in through the ticket gate fast, get you in to find your seats and get a locker if you need one, and get on some slides. And so typically if I'm here at 9 when the park opens, I can get a lot of slides done by even 11. So usually like 3, 4, or 5 slides done. Whereas in the afternoon, I may wait more like 2 hours, up to 2 hours for slides. A good 45 minutes to 2 hours depending, and especially in summer busy months. So coming early is really going to help you. I'm going to stop off right here. As you come in the gate, there is a kind of like a little guest services area here. But you can rent cabanas here, and towels, and buy quick queue, which is the quick way through the ride slides, and different loungers. So I'm going to show you the prices on all of this stuff. So cabanas are sold out for the day. I suggest trying to get those online. If you go to Aquatica's website, they do have loungers, which look just like the picture. It's 2 lounge seats with a shaded overhang, and for $200. You can rent towels. So if you're staying at a hotel and you don't want to bring your own towels, you can do those for $5. They have all day dining, which is $45, and they do quick queue, which helps you get onto slides quicker and bypass the lines, and that's the prices for those. So coming first thing in the morning is going to help you get the kind of things you want. And let's start off with talking about where to sit. So the cabanas are these green roofs over here. You can't really see them that good. They kind of have their own secluded area, and the only way to get to them is to actually have a reservation. They do cost $400 to $500 a day, but if you wanted a nice, quiet, secluded place to sit, and you're coming with a large family, that could maybe split the cost. It may be worth it to come over and get a cabana. Otherwise, Aquatica does have a lot of umbrella seating, and I can see some right here, some big umbrellas for you to sit under with regular lawn chairs. And I'll take you out by the beach area where you can see they have lots of seating under the beach, but they have tons of these big umbrellas. So find a place with shade. I would say that's your number one thing. And the earlier you get here, the better you're going to have your pick of where you want to sit. Okay, so out here is the beach seating. And again, they have tons of umbrellas. So get your seats and kind of get them under one of these giant umbrellas. And that way you're going to have a great day in the shade and be able to have some refuge from the sun. Next, let's talk about dining. So over here is one of the restaurants, and this is the line for food at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So my number one suggestion to you for dining is, again, if you get here first thing in the morning, try to eat lunch early, like around 11:30. And then you're going to get right in. If you wait till longer in the day and as the park fills up, people are going to want to eat later, and you're going to spend an hour in this line just waiting for food. Now, they do an offer here called all-day dining, which you did see on the board a little bit ago. And all-day dining, it can be a good deal if you're going to eat more than one meal here. If you're only going to eat one meal here, I don't really suggest it. But if you know you're going to eat lunch like, at 11:30, and in the summer, the park runs long hours, like till 8 or 9 at night sometimes, you might want to eat dinner again. So if you know you're going to make an all day of it, then definitely look into the all-day dining. And all-day dining is basically you get a meal, a drink, and a dessert every 90 minutes when you get all-day dining. So as long as you're going to eat more than one meal, it's definitely worth it. Another thing that you should really consider is we talked a little bit about quick queue. We saw the prices for quick queue. So here's one of the slide lines over here. And it's the middle of the afternoon. So again, middle of the afternoon, slide lines can be about 45 minutes to an hour to 2 hours, just depending as summer rolls on. So if you're really not interested in waiting in line, then you could get quick queue. But again, it's just going to depend how much do you want to spend for everyone in your family to get quick queue. They have a couple different versions. They have a quick queue where you can just do one slide per day, or they have unlimited quick queue where you can keep going through the slide lines multiple times. So but that would help you to bypass. So you would basically bypass this line. You would be able to come right up to the front and get your raft and move on up to the slide. So it's definitely worth it if you know you want to get through the park in a quick fashion. If you think you're going to spend all day here and not really worry about it and be able to take your time, or again, get here early, that 9 to 11 in the morning, I can get a lot of stuff done very early and not have to worry about quick queue. That was all right. Another thing you must plan for here for the summer is the weather. So in Florida, it does typically thunderstorm every afternoon. And it can be very severe thunderstorms where you're going to need to take shelter. So just know that Aquatica will close all the slides and pools and outdoor things if there is lightning within a 7-mile radius of the park. And they won't open everything back up until 30 minutes has passed with no lightning strike within that 7-mile radius. So that can go on for some time. So again, our thunderstorms here in Orlando typically happen between 3 and 5 in the afternoon. So again, getting here early will really help you to get a lot of things done before those rainstorms start. And if you are planning to, to do all day and stay here till 9 at night or 8 at night, however late they're staying open in the summer, just know that you may have to take a break in the afternoon due to weather. So you may have to seek shelter. It may get that severe. And their bathrooms here, I would say, are very safe and sturdy. But if you don't want to spend 2 hours in a bathroom, if you do have your own car, you may want to leave, maybe go get something to eat, and then you could come back in the evening once the rain stops if you did want to finish your day. I'll tell you, if you did come in the evening after the rain, you're going to have a really great time on slides, as it probably won't be so busy in the evening if a lot of people leave during the rain. So, and it's just going to depend each day. Sometimes that rain, once it starts, it doesn't quit into the evening. And other times it lasts for an hour or 45 minutes and then it clears right up. So you're just going to have to watch the weather for your trip and try to decide on the driest days to come to Aquatica. But again, in the summer, July to August especially, and into September, it probably will rain every afternoon. So just planning ahead for that ahead of time is really going to help you with your trip. And the last thing I can suggest for a must-do is have fun while you're here. This we're looking at is their rapid river. This is a lot of fun where you can just put a life jacket on and float along. Over here, these big slides is the Who's Breakaway Falls. These are drop slides where you get into the capsule and they push a button, the floor drops open, and you go through the tubes, or body slides. They have a lot of awesome family slides here and an awesome kiddie area. I'm going to walk you over and show you the kids play area, because I think the kids play area here at Aquatica is the best one of all the water parks in Orlando. All right, so here's the kid play area. It's super awesome. It's like a gigantic jungle gym filled with water. They have slides that come out of it on either side, so you can slide or they can just climb and have a good time. So, and they have a shaded area around here for you to sit, get a chair, and there's umbrellas and seating all around this area as well. Behind that are some awesome slides. There is the mat slides, which is this tube slide here, and it comes down the hill on it. You lay on your stomach on a mat. And behind that is Wahala Wave. That's the blue one. That's a family raft ride. The blue and green slide in the back over here, this is Ray Rush. Ray Rush has 3 different elements. It has a ball that kind of turns your raft, and it's a family raft ride, by the way, and it spins it a little bit. So if you start going forward at the beginning of the slide, you may wind up going backward later on. It has a fan in the middle where you kind of have a wall that you kind of go up and down, a wall slide, and then it has like a little disco element at the end. So there is the entrance to Wahala Wave and Ray Rush right there. Pink and blue slide straight ahead is Riptide Race. This is a pretty new ride. It opened last spring, and it is a racing 2-person seater slide. So if you have like 4 people in your party, 2 can go on the pink slide while 2 go on the blue, and you kind of race all the way down to the bottom. You can also do this ride as a single rider in the tube by yourself as well. So either it's 1 or 2 people per tube. So this one's a lot of fun. Okay, this toilet bowl looking slide right here is called Tassie's Twisters. And you get into a tube and you come all the way down and kind of swirl around the toilet bowl and come out the bottom. So that's a lot of fun. You can either do that as a 1 person or 2 people. They also have a lazy river right over here. So here's the entrance to the lazy river, and you must be in an inner tube as you cruise around the lazy river. but it's a lot of fun. You can go past the tropical fish tank and past the Commerson's dolphin tank as well. And this slide over here is called the Dolphin Reef Plunge, and it is a one-person body slide. There's 2 of them here that you come out the bottom, but it's kind of cool because they added some lights to this ride. It used to be an all dark enclosed tube, and they added some lights and things, so it's a lot of fun as you come down. There is a glass opening through the Commerson's dolphin tank as well, so you may get lucky and the dolphins may pass you as you're sliding. Okay, the orange and blue wall slide behind us over here is the Kari Kari Curl. It is a family raft ride. It is a ton of fun. You go down the big hill into the wall, and so if you like a little bit of thrill, that is a fun one. And lastly, these slides that we looked at earlier while we were talking about Quick Cube is called Wanu Way. These are 1 or 2 person tube slides, and they are all 4 of them are a little bit different, so they're just fun to try in each one. So these are all the slides here at Aquatica. Well, everyone, I hope this video was helpful in giving you some must-do tips for your next trip to Aquatica. Remember, get here early, park hopping. You can't beat that, especially in the summer. Find a place in the shade to sit, or maybe rent a cabana. Check out what you're going to do for food. All-day dining could be a really good possibility, or make sure you eat early. I should have mentioned this and I didn't. You can't bring your own personal food into Aquatica. If you want to pack a picnic, you got to leave that in your car, and then you could go out and eat it, but it can't come into the park. So just keep that in mind. Possibly you want to get Quick Cube for the slides. And ultimately, just come here and have fun, but make sure to plan for those thunderstorms. If you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new video, which is usually once a week. And also subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. CFL Park Hopper on all 3. Thanks for watching.